but for whatever reason, I continue to do them on holidays. So
I tried to get myself thrown in Facebook Day. I posted a meme and it says it has Duke, John Wayne, and the meme says, if you're not hunting, then Happy Mother's Day.
okay. Well, that leads us to our next guest. They join us today here via the magic of the old Skype, the old Skype audio, and they have got a fantastic new single, and they are also going to be chatting with us today about their debut album and everything else. And go ahead and introduce yourselves, folks, and then we will get to chatting here. I let the guests sometimes do their own introduction because a lot of times I miss things.
Hi, how are you doing?
Pretty good, actually.
Hey. We are Elis from Vienna, Austria, and I'm Aaron.
I'm Elisa, and nice to see you all.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yes. So,
Awesome.
so tell us about the your band, everything you guys are doing, everything.
So it's Aaron and me, actually. We started making music while we studied together. We actually studied jazz music, and then it evolved into this project. And we are about to release an album that is coming in August. And we just released a single a couple of days ago. And that's what's happening.
Yeah, the album was supposed to come already in May, but obviously the whole tour was postponed, and then we were like, okay, we'll postpone the album until like things cool down a bit.
Is it just you two, or is there more in the band?
It's just us two, but live, when we play live, we sometimes play, most of the time, actually all the time, we play with two other musicians.
Awesome.
But they're just for the live gigs.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about how you guys got together. How'd you guys get together as a group?
So we actually met at the university. Aaron tried to take my rehearsal room, and then we started actually from there.
Yeah.
We started to work together. We had classes together, and then I had some songs that I wanted to work on, and Aaron and me just started to work on those songs, and it evolved from there.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that project that we are in now. Back then, we just played in different constellations, and and that's kind of what crystallized out of the whole thing. Exactly.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So, are you guys a couple, or are you just friends?
Oh, we are. Yes, we are a couple. We are together for quite a long time. Yeah.
That's pretty
Before
neat.
the band.
Fell in love after you started working with music.
Come again?
I said that's pretty neat that you guys found love after you started working with music. Music brought you together.
It was the other way around, actually.
It was the other way around.
So we've gotten together before we had the band. But yeah, since we were both musicians, it was always kind of natural that we were just making music as well.
Together, yeah, exactly.
It's awesome. So tell us about your social media and websites and where we can find you guys, everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's the name is Elis, and you can find it on Facebook, Instagram. You can follow us on Spotify, and there you can always stay up to date on newest releases. And we're working on rescheduling a lot of our concerts that we had to postpone or cancel due to the Corona crisis. And they'll be posted, definitely. But new gigs are coming in, which is a good feeling, finally.
How are you guys doing there?
Pretty good, actually. We're just excited we've got you guys with us today. So how would you guys describe your music?
That's a good question.
What category would you put your music into?
Well, it's highly influenced by the music that we listen to, and some people describe it as pop music, but I would see it as how can I say, it's there is R&B in it, there is future soul in it. We listen to a lot of independent artists. I listen to a lot of R&B actually at the moment, but it changes. There are periods where we listen to.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of electronic influences.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I always say when people ask me is electronic soul / pop, like kind of in that category. But it's for me it's nice that I don't that most of the time I don't have to categorize it, and it's always exciting to see how people describe it. So yeah.
Is it in
fantastic.
one language or is it bilingual?
It's English.
It's in English, yeah.
It's in English, yeah.
Yeah, it always felt most natural to me since I always wrote in English. I never, even though my mother tongue is German, and but it always felt natural to me to write in English. It never came to my mind to write something in German, even though it's my mother tongue. But it's just probably because of the music that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So it feels very natural to write in English, yeah.
And most of the music we listen to is in. I mean, there's definitely some German music as well, but most of it is English. Yeah,
that's fantastic. So, with all this COVID-19 and all this shenanigans, I get so tired of talking about all that. But what have you guys been doing as far as music-wise? Been writing music, doing music? Are you performing on some of these? Musicians are doing these weird live stream things where they're performing from Skype and all sorts of things.
A lot of people have been doing that. We've actually decided we've made a live video that we recorded in our garden and put that out instead of live streaming it, since the audio quality is always really bad on the live streams.
Yes.
But the corona crisis just happened when we were supposed to tour and promote the album, so we had to cancel that and somehow started writing on the second album. Mm-hmm. Which feels a bit weird because the album is coming out now and we already have like new material, yeah. Which is cool because you're actually never ahead usually. And now in a weird way we've already started working on new songs, and
but it's quite an interesting process also, because to me the process of writing and producing is kind of, you are in a certain mindset, and when you release, then you enter a new mindset and you are ready to just share the songs. And it's kind of, I feel sometimes like in the middle of two worlds. Like in some way I'm back to this process of songwriting, and on the other hand I'm ready. I'm so ready to share the songs now.
We're both really looking forward for the album to come out in August.
And to play.
Would you describe most of them as love songs, or how would you describe what kind of topics you talk about?
Definitely, yeah. A lot of songs, they are very emotional. There's some are love songs. The title of the album is "What Do You Desire?" and we really try to focus on that question. While writing the album, Aaron and me really asked ourselves the question: what is it that we really want? Generally in life, but also in love. What are we happy with? The life that we're living? Are we happy with the friendships that we have? Are we happy with the people that we surround ourselves with? And to me, sometimes it feels like we people are not completely honest with that. And so we really try to look within and ask ourselves, what is it that we really want? So that's kind of the topic of the album. And also it should be the question that we ask our audience while listening to the album. Really go within, and are you really happy with what? Yeah, exactly. What it is that you are doing? Are you really happy with it? Because sometimes to me it feels like, or also to me it has been, maybe I was too afraid or not okay with that question, and it's really okay to ask that question, what it is that you really want and desire. Yeah.
Well, I guess before we let you guys go, tell us about this single that we're going to play here in a few moments. Tell us about Hideaway.
You wanna?
What it is about, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, it really is about sincerity again. It's really about look within and do not hide away from what you really what you really feel. So yeah, it's really a plea to be honest with yourself.
Awesome. Well, we are going to play that, and I appreciate you guys being with us. I guess before we let you guys go, how do we find you online, social media, everything?
Yeah, the name of the band is Elis Noah, ELISNOA. And yeah, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram. We always post like updates and new releases there, and also can follow us on Spotify. And yeah, the album is What You Desire is coming out on the 14th of August. Yeah, thanks for having us. It was a pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being with us. We've got a great guest coming up. By the way, if you miss us live on Sundays, we are live on The Mix on Tuesdays. Also, iHeartRadio each and every day. And we are going to play this single, and we've got more coming up here on the other side. It is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. We have got more coming up right now. In fact, we are going to go to this single, and we are going to play it. It is the Hideaway, and we've got all sorts of things. I am running behind. I had a guest jump in front of a guest earlier. I'm getting ready to cancel a guest, so there's all sorts of things happening. We have got more coming up here on the other side. Right now, it's the Hideaway.
I think I'm falling for the same. I'm falling for this game again. But what am I supposed to say? Just wanna do our dance again. The way we started out until she came. When you asked me to hide away, she probably just looks away. How could you think I'm okay? Send you away. Why don't you want me to stay? Don't ask me to hide away. I'd be waiting for you. We should do our dance again. What if we try again? What if we try again? What if we try again? Would you tell me I'm okay? I really now just sit and wait. I'm trying to avoid mistakes. How could you think I'm okay? Send you away. Why don't you want me to stay? But you're in love with your demons. They only need you when you need them. All you see is pretty faces. They're just trying to make you crazy. She's been watching every step you know. She would know if you forget for sure. Don't be afraid, you'll be okay. Don't ask me to hide away. I'd be waiting for you. We could do our dance again. What if we try again? What if we try again? What if we try
incredible song. Thanks for joining us today. It's the Hideaway. They join us today here on our big broadcast. We are going to go back to Jaybird Wells here in just a few moments, and we are going to get our next guest in here.